I didn't know Elton John growing up. Right? You don't need money to make money. I'll tell you why you don't need money to make money. Because Forbes and Inc. top 1,000 wealthiest people in the world, over 65% of them are self-made men and women. That means they were all broke. And if you need generational wealth, and that's going to just keep you wealthy, then those people would have never gotten on the list. You don't need money to make money. Everybody always has excuses about why they don't have what they have or why they aren't where they are. But let's look at me. You can use any one of the excuses that I was challenged with growing up. I grew up in the hood, African American, a little short, dyslexic, got left back one time. I wasn't even good enough to get left back twice, right? My parents got divorced at 10 and I never saw my father again. I never went to college. I can't rap, sing, dance, throw a basketball, or anything else. And I'm here, right? With you. Now, what is the power of broke? It's a mindset. Let me tell you a little story about when I first started. I created a company called Boo, but I didn't have any money. So when I finally got a couple of orders and I couldn't produce the orders, I went over to the screen printer. The screen printer said he'll print my t-shirts for $6. I said, if I give you $7.50, will you print the t-shirts and deliver them directly to the store? I went over to the store. I said to the store, I don't have the money to make the t-shirts, but the screen printer, who's actually a very good company, will make them for you. The store then ordered them directly from the screen printer. The screen printer shipped them directly to the store. I kept my entire company and everybody was happy. It was leveraging. And that's exactly what you're doing today, isn't it? You see, everybody says that you need OPM, right? What is OPM supposed to be? Other people's money. But maybe OPM is really other people's manufacturing, other people's marketing, other people's merchandise, right? And you can always make money over other people's mistakes. Those who aren't here today and aren't smart enough to understand the way that we're doing business today. And it's an entire new way of doing business, a new generation. Now, this is the best time in history to be an entrepreneur, right? Isn't it? I'll tell you why. You know, when I sold somebody a product many years ago, if I sold them a shirt, I would have to go and hunt them down and find them in their home and sell them another one. If I sold it to a store, well, did the kid in the back of the store bring the shirt out and put it on the rack? Who actually bought the shirt? Was it a mom buying it for a husband buying it for himself, a kid buying it for his girlfriend? And if they didn't buy it, why didn't they buy it? Why did they buy it? I never knew who they were. Today, your analytics and the way that you can hit everybody with this digital device, that you will be no further than 3 feet away from for the next 97% of your life. You know every single thing about that person. You know whether it's a woman in Taiwan who loves dogs and drives Cadillacs. You know everything about them. And after you sell to them, you can keep selling to them. It can become, of course, what we all know about, a shopping annuity. It can be annuity, right? And this is the best time ever to do that. Now, it's not necessarily easy to do it too, because I'll tell you what, there's everybody else out in the world who can do it at the same time. So you still have to operate and understand the fundamentals of business. Because at this time and day and age, you don't have to have inventory like I used to have. We all know it. We've been speaking about it here. You know, look at the biggest companies today: Airbnb, iTunes, or any Uber, things of that nature. You don't need inventory any further. I used to have to pay millions of dollars for huge warehouses and then have excess inventory. But you still have to operate and understand the fundamentals of business. What are the fundamentals of business? Number one, you have to set your goals and you have to stick to them. After you leave today, don't go home and get all excited and then not do anything. You have to know that you're going to put 2 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours in every single week, right? You have to do your homework and analyze everything. Analytics today are better than ever before. And they, of course, have been teaching you that every single day, right? You have to, of course, love what you do. And you have to make sure that you love the customers and the people that you are sharing this information with. Also, you have to remember that people are buying from you because of you. As much as Shop.com and Market America can give you the assets, can give you the merchandise, can give you the knowledge, there's nothing in the world that you're going to ever create that's new. It's only going to be a new form of delivery, and people are buying things from you because they believe in you. They can buy it anywhere in the world, right? Now, how are they going to buy from you? How are you going to set yourself aside from everybody else? I always like to tell people that they need to understand one thing. You need to be able to put yourself in 2 to 5 words. Can you describe yourself today in 2 to 5 words? They say a jury exonerates or convicts somebody within the first 30 seconds of seeing them. After that, all they do is listen to the things that they already think about you. If you don't understand what the 2 to 5 words of the you represent, then when you walk into a room or when you're online or you're converting social media, what are we thinking about you? You're leaving it up to us to interpret. Think about it. What are your 2 to 5 words today? Apple, think different. Nike, just do it. Google, for us, by us. White Castle, what you crave. TNT, we know drama. TBS, very funny. And why are the 2 to 5 words more important today than ever before? Well, when most of us grew up, we used to walk up to somebody, we used to shake their hand, feel how firm their grip is, look them in the eye, and call their references. But we're no longer doing that today. We're all looking at you through this. And you don't know why we're going to call you or not. You don't know why we're going to buy that merchandise from you or not. You don't know why we're going to believe in you or not. As much as social media is changing today, it's still one of the fundamentals of communication. And when you're on there selling to people, I'm going to give you a tip. Look at your social media as a half-an-hour television show. If 27 minutes of a television show was commercials, you would change the channel, right? But if 27 minutes of what you talk about on your social media is empowering people's lives, giving them information that they can value, giving them information that they're sharing here today, how they can take care of their family, how they can maybe take skincare and things of that nature. If you're giving them information for 27 minutes of your half an hour, then the 3 minutes you sell them something, they want to buy because they want to support you. And that's what you have to understand. So when you go home today, tomorrow, and go back to wherever you're from, you understand what your 2 to 5 words are and how you're communicating with everybody. And you're operating the power of rope. Let me give you a quick story before I leave. A young woman comes over to my office, and she comes over and she goes into my finance department to fill out an application. She was recommended by a CEO that's wildly successful. I leave for about 2 weeks. I come back to the office and I say to my CFO, when are we going to hire her? He says, you sure you want to hire her? I said, absolutely. She became highly recommended from another CEO that I really respect. He said, yeah, well, do me a favor. Take a look at this. Oh, let me see. She knows how to rhyme. 3 years ago, she said 5 separate times. The boss is out of here at 2, I'm out of here at 2:02, woo, woo. She doesn't follow any financial conferences. No, she doesn't read any financial books. Some of the things that are on Snapchat and Twitter and Instagram are kind of kinky. And is that her twerking with a little bikini on, rubbed down with a oil, drinking a bottle of vodka straight? We won't ever tell her why we never called her for the job. I called her for a date, but she didn't pick up the phone. That's a different story. I'm joking, you creepers. You are the brand. You're at a very special time in history where you don't have to have inventory. You know exactly who your customer is. You can create an annuity that pays you forever. You can upsell your customer. Remember, when you go out there, operate with the power of rope. You are part of one of the most amazing, amazing platforms I've ever witnessed in my life. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that. Thank you, my fellow entrepreneurs. Empower yourself. Thank you, Morgan America. Thank you, Shop.com.